What if happiness is not a fleeting emotion but an activity? What if the pursuit of happiness is not just a chase but a journey? Imagine strolling through the ancient corridors of Athens, stepping into a classroom where Aristotle, the renowned philosopher, is fervently discussing the true essence of happiness. He argues that happiness, or eudaimonia as he refers to it, is the ultimate purpose of human existence. It's not about the transient highs of pleasure, but about leading a life of virtue, of moral goodness. Aristotle paints a picture of happiness that isn't a fleeting moment of joy, but a profound state of being, a life well lived. It's the journey of becoming the best version of ourselves, of fulfilling our potential. For Aristotle, happiness isn't a means to an end, it's the end itself, the ultimate goal. As Aristotle says, happiness depends upon ourselves. But how does one pursue happiness, according to Aristotle? For the philosopher, happiness is no fleeting emotion, no transient pleasure. It's not about amassing wealth or wielding power, but about a life well lived, a life brimming with virtues and moral excellence. Aristotle invites us to consider his theory of the golden mean, a concept suggesting that moral virtue lies not in the extremes but in the balance between them. It's about avoiding excess and deficiency, about finding the right measure in our actions and our desires. In this context, happiness becomes a practice, a habit, a way of life. It's about living with integrity, with courage, with moderation. It's about cultivating wisdom and understanding, about fostering friendships and contributing to the community. It's about living a life of purpose, of meaning, of value. For Aristotle, the recipe for happiness is simple yet profound. The road to happiness, then, is not paved with gold but with virtues. Fast forward to today, can Aristotle's views still hold water in our modern world? In the 21st century, we've seen a rise in concepts such as self-improvement, mindfulness, and sustainable living. These ideas, in many ways, echo Aristotle's teachings on finding balance and prioritizing quality over quantity. Today we're learning, just as Aristotle taught, that material wealth alone doesn't guarantee happiness. Consider the surge of interest in minimalism, a lifestyle that emphasizes less is more. Or the growing mindfulness movement, encouraging us to live in the present moment, reminiscent of Aristotle's emphasis on the here and now. We're also seeing a shift towards sustainable living, a clear nod to Aristotle's belief in the importance of harmony with our environment. Aristotle's philosophy, then, is not antiquated but rather incredibly relevant. It is a reminder that true happiness lies not in the accumulation of possessions, but in the cultivation of a rich, moral, and intellectual life. In the end, true happiness, according to Aristotle, is a life well lived, a journey well traveled, not a destination to be reached.